Hi, everybody. Hi, Jackie. Just give me a second, everybody. I'm trying to I'm gonna go live on the group as well. And hi, everybody. Doing this with my phone. Just one second. All right. Where's the live button? Oh my gosh, it won't let me do live in my group. Just talk to stuff. Isn't that crazy? Hi, Jessica. I got to turn you into a moderator, just like everybody else. So Jackie is a moderator. So just one second, see if I can do this. Oh, okay, just one second. All right. So I just switched you over. All right. So hi, everybody. I'm trying to set up a live in my group and it won't let me. So I've been trying to do this. For everybody who may have read the messages, so I am a rising Scorpio at 28 degrees Scorpio. So this is really affecting me as well. I'm sure many of you as well. It puts us in a completely different mindset. It puts us in a completely different state. Um, it's a really transformational time. I love the fact that many of you divine feminine are really getting into your divine feminine energy where you understand what it is that you need to do to serve you, how to focus on not fixing, not people pleasing, not trying to be better or to do more or to be validated or in any way trying to change the integrity of who you are. Because of the fact is, all of those things that have been coming up for many of us have been um, basically because we have at some point, hi there, hi Phyllis, some point we have lost ourselves looking for our needs to be met. And so whatever was hidden may have been projected as a mirror. And as these projections are coming back, they don't feel good. They don't seem to be appropriate from anybody else. They may seem to be fair and justified. The thing is, when we understand our energy, we have to take account for the fact that you may be a positive person and the other person may very well be positive in their own way. But bring these two together and it will bring up a lot of things that was in the way that nobody ever actually it's very confusing because it's not that the other person is the source of the negative vibration, but it's something from the past, maybe past life, maybe it's something that is being brought up to the surface. And it's very much more confusing because of the fact that it wasn't brought up before. Um, and so, in other circumstances, the way that we've been influenced in our life, we are taking our knowledge from what we have observed. And so, that is regurgitated influences that have nothing to do with your own vibration. So, when you actually understand that as the creator, you are to manifest from your own vibration and from the vibration that you merge with, which means you may have to transmute whatever is coming up to be released. When things are just really, really great and everything is fine and nothing goes wrong, there is no room for transmutation or growth because everything has been, you are in alignment with you, they are in alignment with them, and there is no form of change. You're just doing your thing, they're doing their thing, and you're happy to be not in each other's way. Whereas when you are in these types of um, whatever type of engagement with those who are great at growth, moving you from your position into a state of expansion, into a state of growth. Those are people who are showing up, whether they are a catalyst, whether they are a healer, whether they are the twin flame, whether they are the karmic, whatever you may want to call them. The trouble that we have in these situations is that everyone has a perception of what that means. And so there is a lot of stipulation in our communities of stating what that means. And so it is kind of confusing for quite a few people because of the fact that we compare ourselves to other people. We also take upon ourselves to dissect and think of what other people are telling you, just like the way we perceive our relationships. And so as you evolve and as you are learning to create, one of the biggest life lessons that come up, and what this, why I'm having this conversation right now, we have a Scorpio moon, which is an emotional moon. And like I said, I'm a Scorpio rising at 28 degrees. And I'm not even going to go there. There is so much more to say. But what we have to understand is, instead of always just choosing to be happy, why not face what makes you afraid? Why not go after really what you want? Why not fight to win something that you really are passionate about? Because it's what makes you feel alive. It makes you want, it makes you feel alive. It makes you feel passionate, and it's inspiring you to grow, to expand, and It's the reason you came to live and have this human existent life. There are people who are walking in a haze, just completely living their day to day, every day, doing the same thing. And they're questioning their purpose, they're questioning their life because they've had such a steady flow of the same vibration that they don't know there's anything different for them in this life. Whereas those who have transmuted so much are now ready to expand and just have anything come at them now, right? Like they're just they're just they're taking everything they can out of life and just embracing it. They are, you know, I was told recently by a very trusted reader that I've had so much beautiful, I took it for granted after a while. I stopped appreciating how magical it is because I was just in state of that euphoric high for so long that I wanted everyone else to join me and I didn't know how, right? So I get in the state when everything is good of waiting for it all to fall apart because, at some point the other shoe is going to drop because I had to start reprogramming myself. So we're always going to have words of wisdom that's going to help us. There is always going to be room to grow. There is always, in my 56 years of doing life, and actually for like 18 of them coaching, there is a lot that we don't know. And there is so much more that we assume too much. And so every single day, I dissect things that was just too much. And so what am I learning now is to go back to where it all began and remembering to look in the mirror and remember no one can talk to me if I don't talk to me in a nice, positive, loving way. So maybe this is my New Year's resolution. Instead of waiting until the end of the year, at the full moon every month, do a new resolution. How can I release any manifestations that are no longer serving me and to create new resolutions that will inspire my creativity, inspire my desires, my bliss, and to make me feel so alive, whether it's through growth, through challenges, or to push me. Maybe I need to be more disciplined. Maybe I need to do more. Maybe even with everything that I have done, maybe I should learn to appreciate what I have, and instead of what I can become. We get so trying to compare ourselves to another, we forget just to appreciate who we are and how far we have come, and to be grateful in we are going, even if we do not have a clue where that is. Just be open and just to be in receiving mode, means to be appreciative, no matter what that is. So let's get started, everyone. I am hoping that we have another fun day today. And all right, so I don't see anybody asking me for readings yet. And I'm really happy to start today. I couldn't seem to get this started in my group, unfortunately, as much as I tried. For whatever reason, it just didn't didn't give me that option for some reason. Check in, take photo, post title, feeling activity, poll. Huh, I don't know. So I was doing it from my laptop before. Maybe it has something to do with that and can't do it from the phones. I don't know. Hey, Sarah, of course, you were the first. I love your word. You are always so soothing. Okay, thank you. So, Sarah, let's start. Where's my book? Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna grab my book. And sorry about this, guys. I thought I was ready. I had everything I thought, and I needed my book to. I needed my book so we could keep track of our list, and I'll update. All right, and so for the new moon intentions that would be coming up, remember, you're the most valuable person no matter what. Jackie, Cyrille and Jackie. Sorry. You are the most important person no matter what. You are the essence of this life, not them, not someone else. You are. And you know what? You don't need anyone. You don't need someone to show up. You don't need to be someone special to anyone at all. In fact, they need you. Whoever it is, they need you. Whoever it is showing up in your life, they need you. Whoever it is that you have some form of attraction to, they need you. Of course, I appreciate you, Phyllis. All right, so for all of you who are paying attention to, I'm just gonna take this phone because for whatever reason, we're not going to be able to record in my group. I'm just not sure why my group won't let me. All right. All right. So just in case anybody makes a comment, if anybody noticed any comments or anything, let me know. All right. So they need you. And just put it out there. I no longer need anyone. You see, anyone that I've been attached to, I release with love. Because anyone that I have been attracted to, I know that it was my heart wanting to heal them, to love them, because they needed me. I am no longer giving them the attention. I am no longer wanting anything from them. They want my vibration. They may even want my attention. They may even want my confidence, my trust, whatever it is. But I no longer need them, because the most important person in this is me, and they need me. So by getting in that energy and that vibration, you don't lose yourself, and you realize that there is a shift. And whether or not they show up or not really is based on where they are in their healing and not you. You see, you got so focused in doing all of this work, focusing on them, you forgot really what it is that you need to do. And so we can check on them if you want, but this is really for you. All right. So I have my list started, everybody. I'm just making sure I have all of you guys. So far, I can keep up with the chat. Last weekend, I got so crazy. It was a little hard for me to keep up with all of you. All right. So once I get started now, everybody may even start joining us. It's a little earlier in the day. I may do another one in about 5 hours from now. So I'm not gonna. I lost my little comforter. So I'm falling apart today. So let's get started. Before I like to do my readings, I like to tune into a frequency of 528 megahertz. Ganesha is joining us today. Okay, now we're ready. All right, Cyrille, this is for you. 2411.
All right, Cyrille, your energy.
King and queen fell out. You're good. You're good. All right. I'm seeing that when it comes to the masculine and feminine, whoever that is, yes, I have you on the list, Jessica. I'm doing Cyrille, Jackie, Phyllis, and then you, Jessica. I have divine feminine as compassionate, calm, comfortable, in a really good place. The masculine, though, and he's in wands, so pretty passionate, passionate energy here. But looks like here's a little bit of breadcrumbing, a little bit in and out, maybe just a little highly sexual, really challenging at times. It seems like the influence that is taking place is based on usually when I have the Six of Wands upside down. This has a lot to do with ego, has a lot to do with the energy of the mind, the ego, attention. It's not a positive attention. It's more of needing validation, needing attention. It's kind of like not appreciation, but more of a different type of attention. So I'm not saying I'm just saying, one is very much in our heart space, and one is not where they are supposed to be. And so I have here, I'm so sorry, guys. All right. So sorry about that. So what you want, or what is not the influence, but what you want, is this new opportunity, this new beginning. You want this manifestation to actually start sprouting. You want to see this blossoming into something beautiful. And what is hidden is there is this fulfillment of your dream that you just haven't seen yet. You know, there is a satisfaction in all areas that is, your emotional state is what you are in alignment with. And what is projected in this energy is basically, you don't want to feel disconnected. You don't want to feel that you have to hold back your emotions. You don't want to feel that you have to feel shame that you love someone so much. I'm seeing here that subconsciously, you don't feel worthy. you feel a little bit like this is an attachment disorder, and it's something that can be more controlled, and that something positive cannot come out of this. You have your morals and your values and the way things are, your belief system is very important to you. But you have some fears. And those fears is stopping him from, or whoever this is, from being with you. You are avoiding truly what is making you upset. You are walking around not looking at what is truly going on. You know, there is some areas here that there is some undeveloped emotions, and as they're coming to the surface, they make you feel that, you know, somewhere there was something wrong, or, you know, maybe there was something where you didn't take responsibility or accountability or didn't do the work. And really what it is, you know, what makes you happy? And, you know, moving on did not, because when you moved on, you got upset. You you keep on saying you want something to change. But things are solid. They're, no matter how much sabotaging happened, no matter how much was getting in the way, there was nothing falling apart. There, it was just, you know, the head gets in the way. You know, it's where we manifest it. And so we both are trying to not hurt the other. But unfortunately, all the conflict makes it seem like it's over. So the confusing part is, if it's over, then right now they wouldn't exist. So why are you asking me about that person? So this is where it exists. It's just, you know, the reality is there is a reason why we form this serious attraction, and we are always attracted to what we have to heal. And if we are looking at ourselves, what is creating this need to reach outside of us, then that is where we have to mirror what is going on in us, that we are looking outside of us for something to heal. So if you feel that it's not you, allow this person to show up and be you. And everything that you see in them, can you love them unconditionally? Because if they can, don't expect them to love you unconditionally. Love those things in you, because that is how we do mirror work. Like, whatever they're completely oblivious to, it's not for them to do that for you, right? So you're a person your person is a little emotionally immature, is or emotionally closed off a lot, actually. They are a little bit of a dreamer. They are a little unrealistic, and their morals and ethics don't align with yours. You know, they're adventurous, they're fearless, they want to have lots of fun, and basically love bomb you, and they can make you feel great and then just disappear as quick. Thing is, it's like they're Jekyll and Hyde. They'll go right from hardworking, this is worth it, this is everything, I want to be responsible and reliable and go all in, and then turn around and turn into this fearless type of person where they want to just satisfy their sexual needs, I guess is how I want to say it. So it's like, do they follow their head or do they follow their heart? All right. And so unfortunately, there is a lot of pain and suffering in this connection for this person because they have control issues. And because they have control issues, there is, they definitely are the masculine, and they bring out this worthiness in you. They make you be more in balance, because the more higher you vibrate, the more that they are here to do the opposite. So they are but the contrast with you to help you feel more balanced and aligned. And so, you know, they're not walking away, they're not leaving. But this has become a burden, the way things have been aligned. And it's not really because of the laws of the universe, because the energy has been coming from you. Just like I had stated just before we got started, the energy was, they are not the prize, you are. So the combined energies for both of you. So the combined energies with both of you is, oh my gosh, when is this going to be over? When is it going to be done? You know, I'm tired of feeling defeated, and this is like always going to collapse, and it's going to, and so it's kind of like you feel like this house of cards that you built, and it's creating this unstable environment where it seems it's kind of like the Three Little Pigs and the wolf who's going to blow the house down. So there is someone who has what feels like abandonment issues. And because of that, it interferes in a way where every single time you come together to start something fresh and fantastic and great, there is not both collaborating equally energetically. It starts causing this conflict, and once the conflict starts setting in, you all of a sudden see, instead of being in heart, you go into the head, and all of a sudden the decrease in abundance or a decrease in way that you're vibrating, your vibrating starts to come down, and then you start questioning, your abilities. What do you know? How well are you a manifester? And they start, looking at, am I lowering my standards? Am I achieving close to what I wanted? Is this what I want? Am I what she wants? Is she being herself? Is she being fake? How am I being recognized for my efforts? And you not feel so disconnected because you have to be fake, right? How can you make this feel as if it's the divine connection it is? So let's see. This is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups represents, like following the heart and being idealistic and being romantic and knowing there's a ways to go, but you're, contributing and building up for a wonderful relationship where you both are both looking for him to step up. Instead, look at where you're not happy. Hi, Don. Look at where you're not happy. Look at where you are not following your purpose. Look at what is not there for you to expand and grow. So anything that you're already good at, you've achieved. Anything that seems too easy, you've already done it. Anything that is a challenge is inspiring you to have more, to grow, to expand. So what is it there to inspire you? Because the commitment you need is with you. Hi, Don. So the commitment is with you. You need to realize, stop being so strong on your morals that you are in your head and you are not allowing yourself to surrender to what it is. There is some fears in you. You may have a vow from being a priest and made a vow to God that there's no one else. Hi, Jada. There is no one else that is welcome as a romantic partner. Maybe it's something that you need to release that is coming up, because those challenges will show up when you vibrate with someone from the past. And if you and this person are soulmates, karmics, twin flames, or something that is an evolutionary type of relationship, it's all going to show up. It's all going to appear. In fact, all of those challenges are not to be lessons in this lifetime, but for you to see that that vibration needs to be cleared, right? So it's important for you to understand how the laws of the universe works, and that these are not your burdens, and you are not walking away or being disillusioned or, going, oh, I don't want to be attached and having some kind of disorder where, I'm just being stuck. The reason you're being stuck is because of the fact is you're trying to fix something that's not broken. You are not looking at it in the right perspective. Instead of trying to fight to prove that you are whatever it is, instead look at where it's unbalanced. Look at your own inability to feel worthy of something more. Look at the reason why your person is not showing up and being the person that this person's supposed to be. Because if nothing is moving, if nobody's apologizing, if it seems like everything is just being glossed over, who's in denial? Who else is involved? Why is it that your manifesting is going sideways? Because the one thing that is coming up is, what is over and why? People leave and you forget about them. And then people leave and you can't stop thinking about them. So what is that about? Huh? What is that about? So that's why it's really important for us to understand that there is more to this than you know. And your morals and your values, maybe they have to show up and do certain things a certain way because that's how I was programmed to believe. And that's not their responsibility. It's yours. Why are you projecting that on them? All right. So, Cyrille. That's your reading. Jackie, you're next. All right. 47, 46. That was a big one. I think many of you should have got something out of that. I was picking up a collective energy with that. So I felt a lot of collective energy in there. So I needed to listen to that too. All right. Jackie. Ooh, Jackie, for you. All right, Jackie. Looks like here you got a little competition, a little rivalry, a little conflict. All right. So looks like you and them are like Mike Tyson and fella there. And everybody is questioning what is real and what is fake. Okay. So sorry, comparing you to Mike Tyson, right? But this is what it's showing right now. You're trying hard to not look at, you're trying hard not to be conflict. You're trying to be, I'm avoiding the conflict. I don't want to get in a fight. I'm not going to get into the ring. I'm not trying to prove myself to anybody. So it is really important for you to understand that your wants is, you're like, I did a lot of work. I want to receive my gifts. I've gone through it all. And, even at the end, what am I getting out of it? Like I'm looking for, what am I going to get out of this? So whether it's your readings every day, whether it is your contributions to this love and this desire, you're looking at, what are you going to receive? And so what's hidden behind this is the fact that you don't want to think this is an attachment disorder either. You don't want to think that, you were codependent and you have some issues. And this is the thing, you're projecting these towers and these catastrophes and this negative energy of, it's like I have to rebuild again. I don't know how to fix something that fell apart. And so really what's going on in the background is, you know, you're going in the wrong direction. You see, you're going in masculine energy instead of being in the divine feminine energy. And because of it, it's causing this anxiety and hopelessness. And so whether it is a trauma response, whether it is the inability to accept that your clock is ticking and you are worthy and you want someone to show up for you, and you're working hard to have this person. If you can see that you don't have to work hard for him, no, it's or maybe you don't want to do the work, right? But it's saying here that the work is not being done. And but here we have you and him, and your question: do you deserve him? Is it balancing for you, or do you stay and take on the burdens of him? You're scared if he shows up, will he be in and out again? So again, I see he may be your everything, but are you ready? Because I see heartbreak. I think that someone has to forgive someone. Your person wants to contact you. Your person knows that you are very important to him. He wants things to escalate a little further. He has a bit of a victim mentality and seems to project some toxic energy and seems a little impulsive and maybe is ruled by desire instead of love. Again, here is a misalignment of the laws of the universe, and with the misalignment of the laws of the universe, there is something here that you have to see, that if there is a misalignment in the universe, it may be about divine timing, all right? Because this is about balance, and when you are in your energy of self-worth and seeing you are valuable and you are worthy now, and you get in your divine feminine, here again, look at this, you're right beside each other, you will see that the burden is to be released. Whatever this burden becomes between you two, it's to be released. So your combined energies. So your combined energies.
So your combined energies is saying, you're trying to be authentic. You both are. I think that there are some secrets that have not yet been revealed, that you both haven't been completely honest with each other. And once you can be both honest with each other, equally, both honest with each other, it may help you resolve your conflict. And when you can resolve your conflict and get out of your head a little bit, you're going to see that information was a lot of why you were in denial and pushing away this person. It's because of the fact that this person is somebody that has helped you grow and expand and to be more. And so if you're denying that in you, you're denying that in you by pushing him away too, because he is the catalyst to help you grow. And so this is the thing, you need to stop protecting yourself from him. You need to stop shutting yourself down because you're not in receiving mode. You need to realize that to receive is good. Whatever you receive, whether it is good or bad, when you are fully authentic and being you and being accepted as you, you first have to accept yourself. By the way, he is your person. All right. Because I heard you ask. All right, so 5738. Hi, Jada. Did you want to be put on a list? Do you want a reading? Hey, Phyllis, you're next. Hope I didn't scare you guys all. Geez, these readings are pretty hard. I told you, Scorpio, 28 degrees, rising, off with your heads. He texts me again, and I don't have minutes. Thank you so much. All right. Just one second. I put another person on my list. I don't scare you. All right. So you're Gemini rising. So Gemini is in my 8th house. I have Taurus in my descendant. So my projection field, my other is, I don't know how this might affect me. Oh, well, we're not going to go there because that's a whole different thing I can get into. I do so many things. I am very universal. I do human design. I do astrology. I do tarot. These are all tarot cards that I created to help others do readings, which, Jackie, I think you should get these cards. Just Phyllis. Who's the earth sign? Where is Virgo in your chart, or is your person Virgo?
The reason I ask that is because I see your energy is really grounded. I'm a Virgo moon, and and he's a Virgo. Okay, yeah, because that's what it started off with. As I was shuffling the cards, they told me, "What's the energy?" Well, Virgo, and it's like, okay, who's a Virgo? You, and your Virgo moon is your emotional state, and so your Capricorn sun, yeah. Well, this is Hermit, which is Earth, right? And so Earth is so the Hermit is Virgo, right? But this is divine feminine energy, and it's a very grounding energy. This is about manifesting. This is about journeys of your path, of your purpose, seeking inner truth and guidance, right? So you are in a state of trying to find the truth in your journey. And so basically, as we look at this influence of the energy, I'm seeing some masculine energy, which is fire that's being diminished or put out. And so that is because when I look at Two of Wands upside down, Two of Wands usually represents a little bit of a toxic energy that is shared between the conversation is going in a little bit of a negative way at times. And so even though you're planning together, you're deciding, making decisions, it's like it doesn't feel good. It just seems like it's going. People are saying what they think they have to say in order to save space. So what I'm seeing here is because it's upside down, this is telling me a little bit more of you want to be sure that the energy that you both share is in a positive light, that you both can be authentic and that you can, yes, because he's more like a crush, but you're trying to be authentic here, right? So, you're trying to raise that vibration and be in alignment with him. You like to keep it hidden. You like to keep certain things in denial. In fact, you are questioning if he's really worth it. Because you've done so much work. You're like, oh, is it worth it? Is this something that I really want to get involved with? Because I am holding out for the man that deserves me, and I don't know if it's him. In fact, I'm looking for something that is he's like going to be a giver, and he's not going to break my heart, and he's just going to be the man of my dreams and not some burden that I got to take on the responsibility for. You see, if he finds out, things might happen fast. And if he's my masculine, and I say he, could be a she, it's not really gender specific. Been through too much and I don't want to go. Yeah, I know. You are looking at your self-worth. And you've known you've done a lot of work, and you'll do the work for them too. And you just don't want to deal with another man. Not ready again. All right. Your person. All right. So your person here, I'm looking at the person. Man, pretty close to success here. I'm getting this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. You know, I'm looking at this is not a fantasy so much. Hi, Naomi. This is not a fantasy so much right now, guys. He is he's kind of what you've been wishing for. There is even hidden a good connection here. In fact, because you've done so much work. I think he's going to be quite a something. I don't think you're afraid of him. I think you're afraid of starting over and failing. I think you have a fear of failure. Because if he's so good and this fails, what's going to come up? You know, your values and your morals are going to get in the way of your manifestations, and you have abandonment issues. You know, you don't like to see things end. You freak out a little bit. So, or he does. Either you do or he does. So let's see what happens combining your energies. All right. So you both have really high standards. And you both listen to your head a little bit too much. I know nobody wants commitment at this point. It looks like that you both are just like, oh, this is not happening. Oh no, I'm denying everything that's going on because I see it makes you feel unstable. We do, both of us do. Yeah. It's like things seem stuck or it's like everything is a little impulsive, or like you just seem like, oh, I gotta take some time and think about this, like it, but you both want this. It's gonna take a little time, and you know what, you may even question if there's someone else, and so is that person, because you both have had conflict in the past,
And so you both are trying to have something real. And if it's something real, it's going to take time. And so it's something that you both need to work on friendship that is real and no matter what can form through the bad times, because there are times when it's not going to feel good. And you want stable. Yeah, you want stable. You want stable. And if you want stable, it's important for... It's all right. You could go back and just watch this later. You didn't miss your reading yet, Jessica. So you want stable. And so does this person. So you have to understand that the Ho'oponopono will work really well for you. The violet flame is another one to stay in the presence and not be stuck in the past, because you know you have your experiences that's still invading you, and you've been holding on quite strong to these memories as if they are these memories of you being a martyr, you trying to fix things, you trying to be the people pleaser, and you were always the one who was trying to do and do and do, and you're just you're questioning. Yeah, you gotta let it go. You do. But entrapment is a past life energy, and it is created through going through a miserable life of being a slave or being held in a position where you had to serve someone else, and the laws of the universe will say you're not going to come into this earth and have the ability to be on the other side. First, what you have to do is realize that energy is too familiar to you. That energy creates those emotions that come up from the past. And so at that time, when you were wishing and praying to God to be free, again, you have a chance to be free in this lifetime. Did you hear that? Not free from your person. That's the thing. When we're projecting, it has nothing to do with the other person. You want freedom. And you can still have freedom and be with somebody. But it's hard to learn what that means. So understand what surrender and acceptance, that whatever it is to be released is what's causing the imbalance. And your past is always current. And your future is being created. So your past and your future is always part of you right now. But your energy now is the most important, because you're going to regret whatever you do not fix and bring into the future. So that's why it's really important for us to accept you did the best that you could do. And now all you can do is let go and say, okay, how can I have more fun here? How can I have more enjoyable experience doing this, that I can feel free to come back into this whenever I want and be able to go anytime I want to. That's all. All right. Jessica. And then Debbie's after this. All right. So Jessica, 115. All right. Well, I only have a few of you in right now. Oh my gracious. I got to tell you, I had quite a time last week. I think it was time of day. Hey, Jessica. Thank you. Glad that I was beneficial and can help. And I'm not sure why I started doing what I'm doing right now, that I'm doing, but I just felt we're all in this together. Every single one of us. Yeah. Sorry. Jessica. I can still hear it. All right, Jessica, look at you doing a lot of work on yourself. You're trying to get in touch with your intuition. You're trying to start understanding who you are. You are seeming to achieve a sense of independence. You're trying to do this because you have gone through a period of feeling deceived. You feel a little bit like there was a lot of illusions, and you felt you were looking through a very foggy lens, and you felt a lot of distortion, and you did a lot of hard work to get out of the trees. So what I'm seeing is like this forest, and you were lost in the forest for a little bit. And, the trees were a little overwhelming, and you felt a little lost. So it looks like you finally found your way out of the woods. And the thing is, your perception, you're still a little bit in your head. And unfortunately, got a lot to learn yet. You're started and you're doing good, but you got a ways to go. And one of the things that you are projecting in your energy is a state of unhealed energy where you may be needing to have a little bit more faith, needing to understand what inspiration really means and how inspiration influences us to grow and to expand. And instead, when you are tapping into your intuition, your unconscious, your inner voice, your heart center, it's not through the mind. And when you do that, it's not because you're born that way, and it's not as structured as what you think it is. But what's happening is you think it's got to be just this way, and it's not. When we go and work with intuition, we open ourselves up
to hearing ourselves. And when we do that, some people hear, some people see. They may see glimpses or imagination or images. Some people will hear thoughts. Some people just know things and they're reacting to what they know. Some people, it depends on what senses are being activated. And so when you understand that when you attach yourself to an energy of someone, you get lost in yourself because you think you're feeling the energy of them to be you. Instead, what you need to do is understand this, the energy of them and you, and to clear yourself of them so you can feel you. This is not an obligation of yours. This is not something that is what commitment or a relationship means. Some people think that unions is when you're in somebody else's energy or the other person is in your energy. It's actually not. It's actually a bit of an intrusion of people's energy fields. And that's why we have what is called energy vampires, and we have narcissistic and empath type of entanglements. And those things happen because of the fact of boundaries. All right, very important. Boundaries. So for you, you need to understand, for you to have healing and reunion and very happy moments and memories, you need to create healthy boundaries so that your energy is not fed off and you are not taking on all of their negative energy and taken on as your work. Yeah, I'm just saying this. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. All right. So, your person. So your person, they don't really know how to leave, and they don't really know how to leave you, if that makes sense, or you don't really know how to leave them. All right. But that's because of self-protecting energy. All right. So this have a lot to do with the boundaries that I was talking about. There seems to be a desire to rekindle here showing. There is energy of giving. You either are giving a lot of your energy to them and they feel it, or you can feel them giving a lot of their energy to you. What is projected is trying to overcompensate for this pain that has been kind of heavy. This person feels good, whether it is you or them, but it feels really good to think of them. It helps to raise your vibration because somehow, whether it's your environment or in your situation, it is a stepping stone up. It's somehow a way to elevate you. Or them to elevate themselves. So as much as I've got here that you want financial security, you want emotional support, you want it all. And unfortunately, you have to work towards it and understand that walking away and walking away or staying where you were
You don't know what to do. You don't know what you want. And you're trying to figure that out. Because you know one decision means something's got to go. And you're not sure what to do. So your energies as a combination, I am seeing that you're not properly, your energies to combine the two is interfering with you being a mom and being in your home as a nurturing mom. And you're influenced by this person who's a little unstable. And what you want is this person to be responsible and dedicated and taken on the responsibilities. But this person seems to have a problem committing. And because this person has a problem committing, gives you the impression that there is many other options out there, when in fact they want you. But in order for them to be with you, you need to manifest as two, to be in alignment with that this is more of a desirable relationship that may be still limited emotionally and may be still limited in the ability to be financially supportive. And this may be just a spiritual journey that you have to learn to forgive yourself, because you're holding too tight on the reason why you're holding on so tight is to heal this trauma that is inside. I don't know if it's him or you. This is happening whenever things change. So I don't know if it's him or you, but when you have a little freedom, you don't feel like you're like, you don't, it's like you need someone to have a little control over you. You need someone to dominate you a little bit. You need someone to keep you in order. All right. So that may be something that you need to look into, of why you may have daddy issues. That may have to be looked at. All right. So there is a state of trauma that maybe it's time for you to look at and release. All right, Debbie, this one's for you. 129. At least I can say the chat doesn't feel overwhelming like it did last week. Daddy and mommy issues. Right? All right. Yeah, this one hasn't been as crazy. I'm just like, I don't know if somebody shared it. I don't know what happened, but it was insane. I loved it though. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Still getting a lot of views. All right. This helps me get out of my head. Was there anyone besides Debbie? I'm going to do her next. Was there anybody else who was here, wanted a reading, and maybe have asked one and I didn't put them on the list? All right. So Debbie, you feel a little bit like things are falling apart. You feel a little bit like there's something that you're trying to patch up, actually. You feel like there's something that has happened and you're trying to figure out how to put it all back together again. It has a lot to do with finances. Maybe somebody lost their job. Maybe there was a loss of income. But it looks more in the energy of financial stability or ability to see self-worth. Somehow it's not so much about you and questioning your self-worth, but the other person, money, material. Someone is trying to disconnect in a connection, and it's difficult because of the fact there hasn't been a lot of conflict, but there hasn't been a lot of effort or work either. And so, it's not even something that you've seen between you two that's new. It's just something that you feel. And somebody doesn't want to look at it. It's just like, oh, it's something there. And it's kind of like the pea underneath the 18 mattress. The princess knows it's there and they can feel it. And it's just like, oh, I just can't sleep at night because it's there. And that is what the energy is coming through. Let's see. So so this person, I'm gonna say what's coming through, and I'm not sure if this person is really indulgent,
But I'm seeing there is some impulse and indulgent. I put you on the list, Don. It's impulse or indulgent here. A little bit wishful thinking. And really, what it is this person lies to themselves a little bit and is wanting this to not, like, it's not wanting, it's like just they know they love you. It's just it's like they're shut down here. I hate to say that, like it's like something happened. I don't know if it like something traumatic happened, and I don't know if someone in the family passed away, or something happened, but something happened, and so it's like the person shut down. So I don't know if this person is walking away from you, and just focusing on work and focusing on their priorities and just emotionally shutting down, right? Just it's like emotionally they are a bit of a mess. And let's raise the vibration. Let's see what happens when we combine your energies. Don't know why, just felt doing that. Okay. This person does love you. And this person does have really high standards and has a lot of passion and wants to achieve a lot in life, but is trying to figure out why they are feeling what they are feeling. And it has a lot to do with something subconscious, and they're trying to work through it, but it's not over. It's just a trauma response, and they are trying to figure it out. They want to overcome it, and they want this to be good. Obviously, some things need a little time. And sometimes when things happen, we just, get stuck in time. You need to understand that there is a period of rest that needs to be done where you both are in a state of protection and safety, and you can just feel safe to grieve, because this is an opportunity to see that this is not to be a burden. It's not to be a challenge. It's not to be disruptive between the two of you. It's just a time
where emotionally there is um, emotionally there needs to be some healing. And that's not saying that you need or they need to, it has nothing to do with your relationship itself. It's just that they are going through some depression or crying over a parent or someone that they lost. Sorry to pick all of that up. Yeah. Keeps them coming up that this is, they don't want to cry. They don't want to be sad. They don't want to have anything hitting their heart right now. They're protective mode. And it's hard when you're in protective mode. So what to do when someone you love is in a state of protective mode? What can we do? Well, when we're in a state of protective mode, and that is because it's not that they are emotionally unavailable, but they are in a state of grieving for someone that they may have lost. What we can only do is understand how healing works. And so with healing, we need to have faith and we need to believe that everything is falling perfectly into place. And how that works is, acceptance, and that sometimes the truth has nothing to do with you, but something else that is creating pain because it has not been resolved. And so how you can be supportive is to share that love and that compassion that they need, whether it is sharing in your ability to manifest a happy home life, or this is where you can contribute, to let them know that you are there for them, that you are not also grieving, that you are supportive, and that you're holding space for them, and not walk away and create more of a problem for them, because they are just healing. And once they are rejuvenated and able to process and understand what they want and what's going on, they'll be back into their masculine energy, and you will be able to be the worthy individual again and be back into this wonderful commitment. And even though right now you both are not happy, you don't have to be disconnected. You just need to do the work and let him come around to be as happy as he needs to be again. Right now, it's a little hard on your relationship. But even though it's hard on your relationship, you got to trust your gut. You have to trust, what you know. And that's not from here. You got to trust your intuition. And you got to trust that deep down inside, do you love this person? And if this person, and there is something that's going on, that somebody is having time that they have to grieve, they're not shutting down from that person. They're shutting down because, something changed and shifted in their life. And they're recalibrating their recalibrating their energy field. And it can feel a little bit like ego death when we think that the life that we thought we lived is not the same life anymore. And we can get really disconnected from ourselves. And this is basically what this person is going through right now. They don't even know who they are anymore. So remind them. Because when, two soulmates find each other from past lives coming together, you feel like enamored and you feel all of this energy because you recognize this person and it feels like it's this beautiful magical energy. And then all of a sudden, as you get to know them, there's a whole lot more. And it's so confusing because you don't recognize what's taken place and what's going on. So you can imagine what it feels like when someone is going through a situation where they're all disoriented in their own personal life and they don't know what's going on. And it's really important for you to understand this is not about you. If it's not about you or not about them, then don't push the one that you love away because one is healing. The fact is, it's important to see the conflict is not between the two of you, but you need to raise your vibration. And by raising your vibration is what makes you happy, whether it's your friends, whether it is family, whatever will make you happy. You need to lift yourself in that state, because if you feel the empathy for that person, it's going to make you feel really in pain too. It's energy shared, and it can seem to hit you really fast, and you don't really know what to do, and you feel a little out of control in this energy, or you may be reactive to this energy sometimes, and so that's what it's coming through. So be nurturing, be healing, be in a positive light, be sensitive, and it may really help you. I hope that helps. All right, Dawn. If anybody wants to send a tip to me, I have a PayPal account. If anybody wants to do any donations, I appreciate them. Those are my PayPal, but I don't want anybody to feel obligated for it. These are truly free. And I just wanted to share this energy. This is not any thing to feel that anybody has to be obligated. But I'm open to receive. All right, Dawn. As soon as I said your name, these wanted to fly out. All right, Dawn. All right. So
Dawn, your cards. Your cards here, Dawn, is asking, where's your person? You're like, I understand why I'm not seeing my person. It does. It says that here. Yeah. You're like, okay, I'm not in victim mindset. I'm working really hard and being positive. What's going on here? Why is it seeming like everything is working out for me, but where is it? And so, yeah, things are really great, but you're spiritual bypassing. Yes, the energy of others will make you feel great, but how's yours? Like, everything's great when everything is working great with everybody around you. But what about in you? When all of these things are now happening outside of you, how are you managing the energies inside of you? You see, this is influenced by your Merkaba. And your Merkaba is composed by light. All right. So what does a Merkaba mean? It means, so Ka means spirit. Ba means body. And Merk means light. So Merkaba. Right. So body, spirit, light. Where are you not looking at? Oh, no, I'm wording that wrong. Where is it you're not being authentic? You are wanting to be authentic, to be in your power. But you feel sad inside. And whatever you want, whatever you think in your head, yeah. Whatever it is in your head, yeah. It doesn't matter about anybody. You're a manifestor. It's showing here that if you want to be happy, you can be happy. But can you hold on to that energy? Because, your inner voice in your heart and your happiness is depending on what kind of issues that you have inside of you. So if you have abandonment issues, it's going to freak you out when things seem too good, right? So here you are, flying high and everything's good, but don't want anybody come and mess up your happy place, right? So how can you manifest your person? And so this is what's happening is your higher power is blocking your person because your person, you're like, I don't want to give all of my good energy to someone who may be controlling or going to not be my person. But it is. Trust yourself, girl. You see, you're afraid. You're so afraid. But it's going to take a while for you to wrap your head around that you're not the same person that you were 6 months ago. And you're not the same person you were 12 months ago. And so if you are this new person that you are, it's not anybody who's going to convince you. It's you that need to convince you. So this is where the subconscious work is going to be effective for you to truly absorb. This is really true. That there is somebody for you.
that is not going to cause you heartbreak, and it's not going to leave you, because you got some abandonment issues. You got some abandonment issues. And so because of these abandonment issues, you think that when it's too good to be true, they're going to leave. I have those. I'm still working on this. We'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. So that's the thing. How can you believe that you're light, that you are worthy, that you are trust, that you are ready? You see, it's all energy. And because it's all energy, you're questioning, well, sometimes I don't know if I'm saying the right thing. Sometimes I don't know if I'm expressing myself right. Sometimes I don't know if I can do all the things, like, if I'm able to manifest what I want, well, why is it Vicky's doing it so easily? And why is it she's doing it so easily? And why is it like I'm not having these experiences like they are? And so you're kind of like, what am I not saying it right? Remember, this is not about the words you say out loud. This is about your vibration. This is about your frequency. You are influenced by knowing enough that to have a nice, secure attachment between you and someone else requires no challenge, no conflict, everything smooth. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't want that perfect, ideal relationship that you've been trying to manifest to happen. It's going to bring up every insecurity. So, it's going to be a challenge. And so what you have to understand is whatever you want, you're actually pushing away. That's not how you manifest. So you need to learn to let go. Let go, let go, let go. It's so hard because everything you let go, you feel, I just worked so hard. Why can't I have whatever you have been working so hard at is the reason why you have to learn how to let go. So this is about you needing to learn how to let go so you could be self-care. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Is it Shan? Shan? Yes, hi. So you are learning a little bit more about self-care. You see, when I say this is all energy, it's not a material. Thank you. It's not a material thing that we are able to manifest just like a shopping cart to the universe, but it's kind of the same, right? So if we go and say, okay, universe, I want you to put in my shopping cart, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome, put it in the shopping cart. I'm ready to check that out. Thank you. What kind of currency are you buying this with? Do you have the ability to be in alignment with this person? So when this person shows up, are you looking in the mirror? Are you knowing that you're ready for this person? Are you feeling amazing? Are you feeling emotionally ready, physically ready, mentally ready, spiritually believing you are ready. And if you don't, that's where you have to look, right? So when you look at, what kind of lies do you tell yourself? How are you being victim mentality to yourself? Is this person going to truly be my person? Am I really happy inside? Can I trust my inner voice? Take a step back and remove everything that you want you need to take a step back and release everything you want, because anything that is meant for you will come back. I learned this one from someone who showed me it's like going through airport security. And when you're going through airport security, you have to let go of everything to get on that flight, to go where you want to go. And you just have to trust that everything will come back. And anything that doesn't come back is just not safe. It could cause a disaster. And so anything that is being let go will come back if it's yours. And if it doesn't, it may be good that it was taken from you. You know what I mean? So it's important for you to be in a state of letting go. So you can be in alignment with what belongs to you. And anything that is not in alignment with you, can you accept if it doesn't show up? Are you going to be okay? Can you still be happy? Can you still feel love? Can you absolutely not need anybody to validate that you are still a great manifester, no matter what? Can you? It has a lot to do with the energy of you. All right. So I'm going to do one more reading, and then I'll have to go because I've been on here for 2 hours or more. All right. And this is all right. All right, Shan. So you're questioning about somebody, whether or not they're your twin flame, you're questioning your self-worth, you're questioning your home life, you're questioning your commitment, You're questioning because there is someone that doesn't seem like everything is, it's causing some difficulty for you right now. I'm seeing your home and this relationship and your self-worth. Seems like it's all tumbling down, and you're trying to get a grip on it all. I'm seeing for you, you are trying to really look inside. You're questioning, you know, your inner child, you're journaling, you're looking at what is, you're really doing the work to say what is going on inside you. And what instead, there is something about this that is really about only you inside, that has nothing to do with anything outside of you. All right. So there is a change, a shift. Scorpio full moon, there's a shift inside of you that's going on right now. And that shift is I don't know if you're listening to some subconscious meditations, or you're trying to heal the something in your inner world that seems that it's perfect, but it seems like something that you feel so strongly about is there's a disconnect there. And so I don't know if you know that this is everything you want and you're denying it, but it just seems like you're struggling with something and you don't understand it. I am seeing that hidden behind the scenes, there is, and I hate using this term, but trauma or something that causes you anxiety. And usually they are repressed fears or something that you have been influenced in some way that is something that you haven't been able to work through. I'm seeing that it is maybe behind the scenes in the subconscious. However, there is a process of healing that is being done, and that you are knowing it's no longer for your highest good. It is something that is in the past, is no reflection on your current life, and it's just something that you are allowing to be released from you, whether you're clearing them or whether you're working through the violet flame or you're doing something to be free of this negative energy that is been subconscious. I don't know if you're doing some reprogramming. It looks like energizing here, energy here is you're working on some reprogramming and journaling. So that's what, where it's coming down. It's deep in your subconscious. And so it may be some activity in your 12th house that's being triggered. Maybe this moon is triggering it. But, you're questioning your self-worth and your ability to be secure financially, and who you should release, because you feel that there are certain people that is attached to this situation with you that is not good for you. It It is colored lights. I don't know if it's seasonal depression or colored lights, but they impact your mood and some of your behaviors. But there is something that it makes you depressed. And so the time of year, it could be affecting because of the sunlight. And so get outside and get some light. You're going to see that this will allow you to get more in receiving mode and not disconnect so much. And it would be also something that would be really beneficial to you. Somehow you're being affected by this energy of darkness. And you're doing all this work, but the shadow work. It's not the shadow work of what's going on that you see. It's something subconscious. So you just need to know that some things are just not yours and needs to be released. All right, so let's look at your person. So it's funny, both are in the same energy of projections. So I don't know who is projecting what, but you both are projecting the same energy. All right. So I am showing for your person. They are very yin yang, very much feeling that they know what they want. They go after it. They are a bit polar opposite to you, but you both balance each other. They, though, I don't know who sacrifices themselves for the other, but it just seems like it looks a little bit like this person focuses on their happiness. And because they focus on their happiness, they don't want to see anything that's not happy. So if you got one person is dark and the other one's really light and the other one is grim and the other one is really happy, they just don't want to have any part of the opposite. And so what's kind of going on behind the scenes is, they're in conflict. They're like, I know that I want to be happy. I want to be blessed, but is this what I've been like? It's coming, and is this everything that I wanted? And when you look ahead, you're like, oh, is this going to fall apart? So this basically is the divine feminine counterpart, and they are not ready. So don't worry, because you're too much in your head. So you're not ready either. But I am showing that this person is your yin and yang. I'm showing that person is distorted feminine and you are distorted masculine. And you are both showing that you need to cut the attachment cords that is causing so much problems, because one seems to be feeding the other and it's not being in balance, because you guys are really just both not ready yet. One is going through seasonal challenges and kind of
dark, and the other one is like, oh, everything is great, everything is happy, and they're, it's hard for you guys to be in alignment. So, so what advice do we have here for you? So, so I'm seeing that one wants to give this energy to this and apologize and, heal the other person, make the other person feel good, and the other one wants to move on, and I don't want to fight. I just want to, but I'm stuck. So it's kind of like they don't know how to move forward, not move on, but move forward. And so and the reason that they don't want the conflict is because they're repressing their own emotional state, their own emotions. And so, the more that they're trying to give to this, they are actually going through some of their own energetic evolutionary. They think they're giving to something, but really it's just, them, doing what they're supposed to do, right? So that's not really where the imbalance is, but the laws of the universe is involved here. There's some karmic energy that's needing to be played out, and this is not about grief and heartache. This is really about evolution. This is really about understanding that what goes on in one level in one dimension follows through in other dimension. And so there is energy that has been negative, that is interfering. And, this is actually, going to blow over. It's going to pass through, and it has really nothing to do with one person being right or wrong. It's just you're both going through something on your own, but you're so opposite, that you're so opposite from each other, yin and yang. But that's how we balance. When one's too extreme here, the other one's too extreme here, and you both will help each other come here. So, they'll uplift you when you are down, and you can ground them when they are too high. And so that's really what you have to see what's going on here. Don't try to justify someone else's behavior, or, try to seek negative attention, or try to retaliate, or try to come back in a state of reaction. This is the thing. Can you not react and not suppress yourself, but come from a place of knowing at some point your person's going to be back? And when your person's going to be back, how can you have it so that you can be strong in your masculine energy to be able to make that person feel safe when they come back, right? Right now things may not emotionally feel good, but it won't take long before, the person is going to show up for you. And, you're going to question, is this worth it?
do I want to hold on to this? And, is this what I want? And, and then all of a sudden the light changes and you may change your mind. And so that's the thing is, don't make a decision based on your emotional state at this time, because that's reaction. Really look at what you want, because your emotions is going to change based on light of day and who did what that day and how you're reacting and what kind of influences that you had. You should never make a decision based from your emotions. You should make a decision based on your happiness. And your happiness is not based on being high, but, who are you? And, do you want to go back to something from the past over and over and over again? Or do you want something that's going to grow into something that would be in alignment with you? It's time for you not to be in denial anymore. And that whatever you want, you can have. Because you got a yes. Whatever you want, you can have. All right. I'm going to end it there. I hope everybody has enjoyed what came out of these today. And I hope you join me again. It's 2:22 p.m. I might join again online in a couple hours, possibly again. And I hope to see you all again real soon. All right, I'll be here tomorrow too. Bye.